Welcome back. 6 weeks from today, the next winner of the Travelers Championship will be crowned in Cromwell. Joining us to preview the golf tournament, director Nathan Grube and Andy Bessette, Executive Vice President at Travelers. Welcome back.
Thank you very much. Good to be here.
I always, every time we do this, I tell you how long until the tournament, because we always do it. And I say the 6 weeks, and I can see both of you kind of.
We felt
it's
that.
coming.
We felt that.
It's
yes.
coming.
Yeah, we counted down by days.
Nathan, let's just start with you. We have some player commits, some big names, of course, coming. Tell us what, give us the 40,000-foot view of this year's tournament.
I think the most simple way to say it is the best golfers on the PGA Tour will be here this year, guaranteed. And that's always one of the things that Andy and I have had to work is you work and you recruit players to come over the years, but now with the signature status of the event, that's all guaranteed. The top guys are going to be here. There's no cut, which means all the top players will be here all 4 days, which we've never had before. Usually it was you play 2 days, the top guys, play on the weekend, and sometimes fans are like, oh, I missed Rory McIlroy, I missed Scotty Scheffler. They're guaranteed to be here all 4 days now. So that was a big thing that was important to us to be able to have that for the fans. So I think just right out of the gate, it's $20 million purse. It's great. And you're going to have the best players in the world here competing for all 4 days.
And I know when you were here last year, Andy, we talked about the signature status, and you were at that point in talks with the tour about what would happen in future years. It's a big deal for our state to have this. Is that your view?
Oh yeah, this is. I mean, we last year when we were here, we were an elevated event last year. We had 156 players in our field, and there was a cut Friday night. And I finished negotiations up with the tour to be signature for the next 7 years, till 2030. And that was really important because it brings the 70 to 80 top golfers in the world guaranteed to your tournament. And it's a no cut for 4 days. And so that makes it so much better for the fans. I mean, if the fans have a favorite, you had to come Thursday and Friday like in previous years in case your favorite didn't make it to the cut, right? And so now they don't. They can come all 4 days and watch their favorite golfers.
When you look at the list of golfers, and we talk about this every year, but like you mentioned a couple of them, Scheffler and McIlroy, and Bradley coming back as defending champ, Cantley, Homa, big names people will recognize. Obviously, you get those big names every year, and I know you've always worked so hard to attract them. But that signature, I mean, these are all the names everybody sees every Sunday on TV.
It's going to be the major winners. It's going to be the guys, Hovland, the guys who won the FedEx Cup. And I think Andy takes this very, very seriously for our region, too, and as do I. But Travelers wants to bring the best here, period, end of story. What's the best that a PGA Tour event can be? Signature event was that, and he fought for that, and we fought for that for the last 17 years to get to this point. So we're very excited about kind of delivering that to the fans and to the volunteers and to the charities, that this is now one of the premier events on the PGA Tour where all of the stars will be here. So
and it's so different, right? If anybody came to the tournament over the last 17 years, they were not prepared for what's going to happen this year. This is really different. This is like, there's nothing like this in sports. Well, maybe Formula One, but if you go to the World Series, you go to the Super Bowl, you see two great teams, right? But the best players of all time in the field, you'll have some. This is, you come to the Travelers Championship this year in 2024, you're going to see the top 70 to 80 players on the PGA Tour here competing together. You just don't see that in sport. So it's going to be really, really cool for families to come out and have a great time, enjoy the food and the weather and everything else, and to see the really great athletes.
And obviously, athletes at that level are inherently so competitive. But you throw $20 million in there, it's going to make it even more competitive, right? I mean, if you were offering them just a hat, they would try to beat each other because that's their nature.
100%.
But you throw $20 million in there, and it adds a little extra. What can fans expect differently beyond the field? Anything different going to at the tournament, fan zone, things like that people might?
Absolutely. To Andy's point, you're going to walk on property and see completely different engagement. We're building a whole fan engagement experience at the practice facility this year, which we've never done before, with big video boards and cameras and ways to follow your players, your favorite players. We still have 5 free venues for fans. So if you're a general admission ticket holder, you can come out and feel like a VIP for free. We have those all over the golf course. The fan zone, we put more interactive stuff in the fan zone. Swing analysis, hitting bays, arts and crafts, face painting, things. Travelers has a huge display down there for, families come there and spend hours and never watch a shot of golf. And so we take that very seriously. We want to be a really good family event. Kids 15 and under are free all week. And so our military is free all week. We try to make sure that we make the tournament affordable for everybody so that they can enjoy it. But also, to Andy's point, this is the Super Bowl.
Our celebrity pro-ams, the celebrity pro-am on Wednesday, I guess I'm not supposed to say anything, But
Go ahead, bring some news here,
you might
Andy.
assume that Carson Daly will be playing. That would be really good. And
That'd be
Sandlot,
a good guess.
right?
A good guess.
Sandlot,
Patrick Renner, yeah.
Patrick
catcher,
Renner.
yeah.
I mean, that's just the beginning. You should see the celebrities in the celebrity mini golf. Maybe you'll be there, Eric. I mean, we have
I'm a past mini golf champion.
Right.
I see the trophy on your desk.
I do. I keep
That's
that
very
trophy.
important. So you're going to have that, but we have a world-class pizza restaurant on the back green behind the clubhouse for the public. Come in, enjoy, sit down, have a dinner, have pizza. So there's a lot, and we're doing special things like we always do to make this a world-class event. We always ask the players, the caddies, the wives, families, everybody, how can we be better next year? So this year, what's made the headlines is that we're giving cars to the caddies. Caddies never get cars. The players get cars. It's just a PGA Tour thing. And so we're giving them to caddies. We have massage studios set up for the wives in the clubhouse with lockers. So we're treating everybody. Everybody is like so excited. We just came back from Charlotte and talking to all the players and their wives, and they're all so excited to come to Travelers. They said, you guys always go way beyond what everybody else is doing. But that's what we do.
And that's for our viewers who are saying, you know, I'm just, you know, sitting at home watching on TV, Andy. I don't care if the caddies get cars.
Right.
But when the caddies and the wives and the families and the players are happy, they'll come every year.
They come
and then
back.
you go out there and watch. And that's always been your
Yep.
guys' thing, and it's worked so
You
great.
got it.
Some changes to the golf course. You called them
Yes.
competitive enhancements. Is that what you
Yes.
said? Is that the euphemism for what
Well,
happened?
no. So what has happened? So over the years, every year the PGA Tour, they run the competitions at TPC River Islands, and they look at little things every year. If there are any little tweaks that can be made, they built a new practice facility a few years ago. They replaced all the bunkers a few years ago. They put a new tee box up on 17 a few years ago. So they did some work this year that was kind of in line with all of that. But there's probably 5 or 6 little tweaks that a golfer like me wouldn't notice, but to a tour professional, it just kind of makes them think. You know, you shift a tee box one way, or you grow rough in another way. And we ran all the changes by the guys. They like them. They think it's going to be a lot of fun. So just little minor tweaks.
Well, people will see if you drive in, that tee box on 9 has moved closer to the road. You don't have to know a lot about that course to see that change. And
Yes, true.
we'll see the players hitting it. Only 30 seconds left. People can go on your website, get tickets, and all that stuff.
TravelersChampionship.com. All the tickets are laid out there. All the, to your point, the stuff for families to do. All of our ticket programs for kids, healthcare workers, first responders, military. All of that's on the website.
And all net proceeds, this is really important.
I was just going to ask you. You're good at this, Andy. I was
All
going to
the
ask you
net
that.
proceeds go to charity.
What's the number?
We've given over $3 million last year. The number's going up this year. And since 2007, when we took over, we've given over $28 million to charity to over 900 organizations. And that's what we're here for.
All right. Nathan Grube, Andy Bessette. I don't even have to ask the questions. They just answer them unsolicited. We've got this routine down. Go to the Travelers Championship the 17th to the 23rd of June. We appreciate you guys being here.
Thanks, Aaron.
Thanks, Eric.